I'm gonna go to the gas station and get a frozen burrito.
Looking for frozen burritos that are definitely worth your money? Just remember, not all frozen burritos are created equal. But don't worry, we've got your back.
You got your back.
Las Campanas Burritos.
The house is spotless. There are no burritos lying around to pull my focus.
For someone who's looking for something simple, Las Campanas is a great place to start. The best way to prepare these is to let them thaw out before frying them, as is the best way to cook most frozen burritos. Under no circumstances should you microwave them, because then the filling of the burrito just turns to mush, and this is no fun for anyone.
Oh, boy, that's mushy.
The reason that this brand is on the list is that lots of people grew up on these. The nostalgia factor gives you that comfort that many people crave when seeking a frozen burrito. But unfortunately, without that nostalgia, these can come off as a little bit bland.
It's quite bland, I assure you.
The spongy filling can either bring back memories of childhood or can just leave you feeling unfulfilled, depending on whether or not you were raised on them. That being said, these can make fine chimichangas, providing you follow the cooking method by the book. Plus, for the price, it's a pretty decent snack. The best flavor is by far the red hot beef. Why? Because it makes up for the lack of flavor that the other options are missing. You need a flavor punch with these frozen burritos, and the red hot delivers just that.
What was that like?
Hot.
Red's All Natural Burritos.
It sells burritos. Millions and millions of burritos.
If you're searching for a burrito that uses no preservatives, uses antibiotic and hormone-free meat, hormone-free cheeses, and no GMOs, then look no further. Red's All Natural Burritos stands out as a surprisingly healthy option for burrito lovers everywhere.
Totally healthy.
It even has low sodium, which for a frozen burrito makes it stand out even more.
It's low sodium. Ah!
The company also exclusively uses brown rice in its food, which makes everything a lot healthier overall. Whereas some frozen burritos are flour tortillas with only a little bit of filling, Red's All Natural Burritos are stuffed to the brim. These are easily 75 to 80% filling, making the $3.50 price tag for each worth every penny. Not only is the filling pretty delicious, but the tortilla is also impressive. It's a thin layer of tortilla, perfectly containing the all-natural insides of this burrito with just the right amount of crispiness and browning. After you take a bite, you get a mouthful of brown rice, corn, peppers, and good quality meat. And the best part is, not only does it look good, but it also tastes amazing.
Delicious!
Sure, it might not be the most flavorful out there, but for that much filling, we can easily give this one a pass.
2 very enthusiastic thumbs up.
Evol Burrito.
Also, it's not that burrito, it's just burrito.
Evol Burrito is Whole Foods' take on the frozen burrito. There are plenty of good things about it. For example, they use real ingredients, and you can taste it in the tortilla. The filling is made of beef, rice, beans, corn, and cheese, and flavored with hatch green chilies, jalapenos, guajillo pepper puree, and lime, so there's a good variety inside of it. Plus, Evol's products are antibiotic-free, made with cage-free eggs, no artificial color, and are produced with conscious recycling practices. While the company's big burrito options might be a little much for someone who's looking for a healthier option, Evol's smart-size burritos are packed with flavor and will keep your freezer stocked with good, quick, and easy options.
What do you need? Burrito.
This is a decent option, especially when paired with some veggies to make it a whole meal. However, the flavoring can leave much to be desired for some people. One reviewer even said that it tasted like stale, warm air coming out of a latex balloon. While not everyone agrees with this statement, these burritos can definitely be a hit or miss type of deal. If by any chance you happen to have a drawer full of Taco Bell salsa packs, then maybe try to use a couple of them, just to enhance the flavor a bit, and you should be all set. Patio Burritos.
the patio!
Patio burritos are great for the consumer who doesn't know what they want. It's basically a middle-of-the-road frozen burrito. The flavoring isn't too weak, but it isn't too strong either. It's the kind of burrito that you grab while you're on the go and just need something fast to fill you up. And you know what? That's okay. Not all burritos can blow us away with their taste and delicious fillings. Plus, at around 50 cents per burrito, this is a much cheaper option than some of the heftier, healthier burritos on this list. This burrito is available in pretty much any frozen food aisle across the country, and it offers 5 different flavors: bean and cheese, beef and bean hot, green chili beef and bean, red chili beef and bean, and chicken. There is 1 burrito per package, and the best way to cook them is in the microwave. If you're looking to optimize the flavor, cook the burrito for 2 minutes, then stop the microwave to add shredded cheese. Put it back in the microwave for 1 more minute, and boom, you've got yourself a new and improved burrito. If you're wondering which flavor to start with, we would suggest the beef and bean hot. Sure, it might not be the most exciting and breathtaking flavor, but it's still a pretty satisfying taste.
Wow, what a satisfying result.
While this burrito won't have you dreaming of your next indulgence, it will fill you up without any overly offensive aspects.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a burrito.
Don Miguel Burritos.
Delicious.
Don Miguel burritos are something that you chance upon at some ungodly hour in the morning, probably at a gas station or a 7-Eleven. The brand offers several different flavors, including breakfast burrito, gourmet chicken, and bean and cheese. But the real diamond in the rough is Don Miguel's The Bomb. While it's on the more expensive side at $2.99, you're definitely getting some bang for your buck. This monster is a whopping 14 ounces, meaning that the cost per ounce is only 21 cents.
Not bad. Not bad.
After cooking it, you might be alarmed because The Bomb is one of the only frozen burritos that looks the same in both its cooked and frozen form. But don't worry, because after taking a bite out of this, you'll understand why it's on this list. After taking a bite, you'll get a mouthful of nacho cheese.
Cheese?
Not the gross, sticky, cheap stuff, but quality nacho cheese that improves everything it touches. The only downside to this is that the cheese tends to burst out of the burrito like some sort of cheese volcano, so be ready for a mess. Thankfully, the burrito does come swathed in foil wrapping, which not only keeps the tortilla somewhat soft, but also contains the ridiculous amounts of creamy cheese within this monster of a burrito. Unfortunately, this burrito is not for the health conscious. One burrito weighs in at 1,000 calories with almost a whole day's worth of sodium. On top of that, the nacho cheese adds 38 grams of fat to the burrito, meaning that it's definitely not there to make your doctor happy. Overall, though, if you're looking for a sublime experience, The Bomb truly lives up to its name. Trader Joe's Burritos.
Trader Joe's?
While Trader Joe's brand of frozen burritos seems expensive at first, keep in mind that they also come 2 to a package, which makes the price similar to the other frozen burritos on this list. Trader Joe's offers several different flavors, including shredded beef burritos and black bean and jack cheese burritos. The cooking instructions on this product are a little alarming at first. The microwave instructions tell you to microwave 2.5 minutes on each side, making for a total of 5 whole minutes. Even though you would think that this would make the burrito explode, it actually just makes for a crispy, structurally sound burrito. Who would have thought?
Extra crispy.
The filling in the shredded beef burrito has a great texture and flavor, with little sections of rather dry shredded beef, whole beans, and whole grains of rice. Unfortunately, the burrito can come across as a little dry at times, with some of the beans fully turning into dust as a result of the high microwave time. But at roughly 380 calories per burrito with 16 grams of fat, this isn't a horrible option for you. But be warned, it may wreak havoc on your digestive system, so you might want to make sure that your roommates aren't home before throwing this bad boy in the microwave.
Why you crying, man? You constipated?
Jose Ole Burritos. If you're looking for a solid frozen burrito that you can depend on, Jose Ole has got your back. After cooking one of these delicious snacks, the tortilla never lets anything leak out. The filling, while mushy, is bold, and the company did a great job giving us that extra flavor and seasoning that so many other burritos just seem to lack. Yes, this is just a frozen burrito, but it gets the job done and you don't feel regret after eating one or two. If you don't know where to start in the world of frozen burritos, this is definitely an option for you. Just add this one to your grocery list and grab it from the frozen food section at your local grocery market. After eating one, we're sure you'll understand what all the hype over these frozen burritos is all about. Ole Burritos are surprisingly fresh tasting, mildly tangy, and overall one of the best choices. As for what the best flavor is, we would suggest the steak and cheese chimichanga. You can't beat a chimichanga, that's just fact. Plus, with this frozen alternative, you don't even have to fry it. It's a win-win situation. 365 Everyday Value Burritos.
In value.
When it comes to their burritos, Whole Foods never disappoints. True to their high-quality standards, Whole Foods in-brand products meet the requirements of ingredient quality, animal welfare, and GMO labeling, meaning that you can eat this burrito without having to wonder if it's ethical or not. Whole Foods offers multiple flavors, including the bean and cheese burrito, as well as the bean and chicken burrito. For the bean and cheese, we have to warn you, it's going to be molten hot after being cooked, so wait a minute before stuffing it into your mouth. Other than that, it's refreshing to see actual authentic cheddar cheese in a recognizable form in a frozen burrito. The beans in this burrito are also tender and delicious, and actually seem to have some sort of genuine spice added to them. These burritos are also pretty healthy for you, which is another refreshing thing to see. For example, the bean and chicken burrito only has 270 calories, which makes it one of the lowest calorie burrito options.
Is it worth the calories?
It sure looks good.
It's also lower in fat than most any other frozen burrito, meaning that you can eat this knowing you're giving your body good things to work with.
Delicious.
Amy's Kitchen Burritos. Amy's Kitchen Burritos are perfect if you're looking for something basic, wholesome, and good for the planet. Overall, this burrito is simply outstanding. It's probably the frozen burrito that tastes closest to those made fresh. Plus, lots of people grew up on these, so they have that added nostalgia that makes the taste buds all the happier. Not only are they organic, but these burritos tend to always be pleasantly tasty and filling. The only downside to these burritos is the price. At nearly 50 cents per ounce, this is definitely the most expensive burrito on this list. Unfortunately, these days, if you want something healthy and ethical, you're gonna have to pay extra for it. But if you can afford it, these are worth it. Not only is it good for the environment, but they're also tasty with an abundance of tender rice, mixed black beans, and cheese. The real ingredients in this burrito make it feel like something you could have picked up from the deli aisle instead of the frozen food section, or even just whipped up at home. Plus, it's also one of the healthiest options out there, with only 7 grams of fat. It's simple, sure, but it will more than satisfy your burrito cravings.
What makes burritos delicious?
Sweet Earth Burritos. Sweet Earth's products go above and beyond anything we could hope for in a burrito. This burrito is super healthy, and the company offers loads of vegetarian options too.
Absolutely. I could be a vegetarian.
One of these options is the Peruvian burrito. It's rare to find a frozen burrito with distinguishable ingredients, much less one that contains goat cheese. But goat cheese shines through wonderfully with the sweet potatoes and black beans, and the corn and quinoa add a good bit of textural intrigue. Or if you want to go beyond the typical burrito, try the functional breakfast burritos from Sweet Earth. Their plant-based burritos come in a variety of global flavors: the Brazilian, the Greek, the Mayan, and feature wholesome ingredients that make them a healthy freezer staple. This vegetarian burrito is made with cage-free eggs, Tuscan savory grounds, a vegan meat substitute, plant-based bacon, quinoa, and finally, some kale. One burrito has the lowest carb count of any other product on this list, and the most amount of fiber, 27 grams carbs, 6 grams fiber. The protein count is one of the highest too, clocking in at 21 grams. At nearly 50 cents per ounce, the only downside to this is the price. But if you have the burrito budget to splurge, this wrap will definitely help you get through the workday. Let us know if you've got a favorite we've missed. Tap or click on another great video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell to join our notification squad.